Hey guys, Antari again. So today we have battle versus Bulls from Maryland forums. He's a pretty awesome battler, and we decided to do UU match, but actually in his team he is carrying actually Alakazam, which is now considered as UU, as you all know, and actually he is carrying also a Shaman, which is borderline. And we decided to do UU match, and that's kind of bad because it's not that fair as it may look, because Shaman is a pain to hold my team, so you know, yeah, but whatever. Let's get started. So I decided to use my Dunsparce lead at the beginning, and he decided to go for his Registeel and put my Dunsparce to the Paralyze. So I decided to actually predict his Stealth Rocks and go for my Scary Mojo. And I go for a trick, and fortunately for me he didn't switch, so I can trap this Registeel with its choice Scarf item. So I go for set up my own Stealth Rocks, and after that I go for Rapid Spin to Rapid Spin his Stealth Rocks. But actually here's a pretty funny part, because I keep using Rapid Spin because I want to see what he will lock himself into, and he just keep getting a power hacks, which is pretty bad for him, but you know, whatever. So I figure out that he's trapped with this Iron Head, so I take a switch to my Gastrodon, and actually he figured out that he needs to switch, so he switched into his Blastoise. So I got the free, putting into the poison status with Toxic, and he can Rapid Spin my own Stealth Rocks, which isn't that good for me. So then he takes a switch into his Shaman, which is a pain to hold my Pogs and my team and me for whole this battle. So predicting some Leech Seed, I go for my Rested Dude, which is my wall, I guess, and he goes for a Seed Flare, and you know, that's just show you guys how this Shaman is a bitch, because you know, this is my Grass Poke and it dealt more than half of his HP. I know that I didn't implement in this Tangrowth any special defensive EVs, but you know, whatever, it's still grass. So I decided to bring in my Lantern, and I know that he will use Earth Power, so I go for Ice Beam, because I'm pretty sure that my Lantern is bulky enough to take at least one Earth Power, and I was sure. So he goes for a Rest, and that's a pretty basic strategy, because now he'll switch to just get the advantage of his ability Natural Cure. So he takes a switch, and I go for Thunderbolt, predicting a switch into Blastoise or something, and he goes for a Pinsir. So Thunderbolt will still do nice chunk of damage to this Pinsir, because it's my stab and kind of powerful. So predicting an Earthquake, I go for my Claydol, but actually I forgot about this Mold Breaker ability, which allows him to hit even Pokes with Levitate with this Earthquake, and that kind of sucks, but you know, whatever. And I was so pissed off that it is actually a 2-hit KO, because if I get the opportunity to Rapid Spin or set up my own Stealth Rocks, this will be pretty epic, but you know, whatever. So I decided to bring in my Dunsparce, and he take a switch into his Registeel, so he got the opportunity to set up Stealth Rocks. And actually after that, because he's trapped with this choice item, he needs to switch into something, so he switched into his Blastoise, and I got a Power Hack, but you know, it didn't matter. Or maybe it mattered, because I go for Body Slam just to do a nice chunk of damage to this Blastoise, and he is suffering from the poison, which is even better. So he goes for Ice Beam, maybe predicting some kind of switch, but I stay in and use still Body Slam to do some damage. And now he's gonna switch, because he don't want to lose his Spinner, and he switched again into his Registeel. So because now this Registeel isn't carrying leftovers, it isn't that scary. So I go for my Azumarill. He will trap himself into Iron Head, so I just go for Return to do a nice chunk of damage to everything what will enter the battlefield. And he decided to bring in his Pinsir, so I one-hit KO it, and then he bring in his Poliwrath, and this Poliwrath is also a pain, because it's carrying Hypnoise, and he puts my Azumarill to the sleep status. And after that he goes for a Brick Break, and for my position it looked like a 3-hit KO, so I just stay in and wait for my Azumarill to wake up. And actually I've got a second turn wake up, so I do some nice damage with Return to this Poliwrath, but at this point I don't want to lose my Poliwrath because it's slower, so I take a switch into my Dunsparce, pretty much of a Death Fodder. And yeah, he didn't predict anything, and he goes for a Brick Break, which will obviously take down my Dunsparce. So I decided to bring in my Gastrodon, because I'm pretty sure that it can wall it pretty easily. So I go for a Toxic, and Waterfall do crap damage to my Gastrodon, which is epic for me. And now he's gonna switch, I guess, into... No, he just put my Gastrodon to the sleep status with this Hypnoise, which didn't miss even one single time in this match. So yeah, and anyway, now he decided to take a switch into his Shaman, which is a pain, and I got one turn wake up, which is kind of cool because I can get some HP back with recover, and after that I get back into my Tangrowth, predicting some Leech Seed, and actually after that he goes for a Seedler, and here's a pretty funny part of this match, because if I rapid spin this Stealth Rocks, my Tangrowth may survive this Seedler, and maybe I will win this match, but whatever. So when he saw my Lantern, he decided to go for a rest to get some HP back, and I go for Ice Beam, which is super effective, and it still do less than half of his HP, and that's kind of insane. So predicting a switch into something, maybe Blastoise or maybe Poliwrath, I go for a Thunderbolt, which is super effective on both of them, and I take down Poliwrath. So his next poke was Alakazam, and he goes for a Psychic. I'm still sure that my Lantern is able to take at least one Psychic, even if it's stopped. And I go for a Thunderbolt, and I got a crit, which will obviously one-hit KO it, and that's kind of nice for me, because I don't have to worry about this Alakazam anymore. So he goes for a Shaman, and now he's able to take down my Lantern with Earth Power, which is kind of sad, but whatever. And I bring in my Azumarill, which will survive this Rock Recall, and I go for Aqua Jet, because I don't have any better option. And yeah, he go for Earth Power and finish off my Azumarill, and my last poke was Gastrodon, and he puts his Shaman to the sleep, and at this point I figure out that my only way to win this match is to stockpile free, and then maybe my Gastrodon may survive this. But that will be insane. So his Shaman is still sleeping, I go for a stockpile too, and next turn he's still sleeping, so I go for a stockpile free, and now I got full HP Gastrodon. He woke up next turn, set up Leech Seed to get some advantage of this grass type, and just see now what he will do. He go for a Seed Flare, and Seed Flare take me with just one hit, even without crit. My full HP, nearly full HP Gastrodon with 3 stockpiles up isn't going to survive a Seed Flare, and that's totally insane. Shaman is definitely BL borderline, so yeah, that kind of sucks, and that cost me a game. So great game, boss. Comment, rate, subscribe, guys, as always, and see you guys later. Peace, dudes.